Hello everyone, today I'm going to be checking out Jubba, which is a local Somalian restaurant, and this is going to be my first time trying Somalian food. Recently, a couple of viewers commented on one of my videos that I gotta try out Jubba, and this is the first time that multiple viewers have recommended the same restaurant, so I know it's gotta be good stuff. After taking a look at some of the food they offer, Somalian food really reminds me of Ethiopian food, so let's go. I am really looking forward to this one. I just made it here to Jubba and I placed my order at the counter, and already it smells amazing in here. I can smell all the aromatic spices and I can hear the sizzle of all the grilling meat. The food just came out and it looks like a feast is awaiting me, but I want to start off with their sambusa, which is a nice deep fried pastry, and it smells incredible and it's nice and crispy as well. Wow, this is incredible. It's just an explosion of flavor. I love the paper thin, crispy wrapper on the outside, and then inside it's just a juicy ground beef filling filled with onions and other veggies. It's just full of flavor. I mean, this is incredible. It is a little bit rich, but man, I could really eat more than one of these. It's that good. But it also comes with a little bit of green sauce on the side, and I've heard that this is pretty spicy. But I love my spicy food. And on its own, it has a bit of a mild kick, but this green sauce has gotta do it better. It's gotta elevate it. Ooh. Oh wow. Ooh, that is spicy. It brings the heat. It just tastes like a mixture of pureed green chilies and maybe a tiny bit of onion, but mostly chilies. You really get that rich, spicy flavor. And you can also taste the peppers too. Really does elevate. It's just like the ultimate hot sauce. Very simple, but that's what I love, and I see more of it too, which I'm really excited about because I want that on all the rest of my food as well. I also got their mandazi, which is like a sweet bread on the side, and it's really light and airy. I already feel it. It seems really nice and fluffy, slightly crispy on the outside. Oh, this is the perfect thing just to cut the spiciness from some of the other food like the sambusa. It's really nice and lightly sweet, slightly crispy on the outside. And I know this might be a radical idea, but I could imagine it being really tasty if I got some of the meat from the other dishes and just stuffed this and turned it into almost like a Somalian style of a hot pocket, because it's just a hollow center. I mean, I'm just getting all these ideas, and that's the good thing, is it means the food is tasty. Next, I'm going to be going for their chicken wrap. This is chapati, which is a Somalian flatbread, and it's filled with a mixture of onions, bell peppers, and chicken. Wow, this is awesome as well. I really love the chapati on the outside. It's really interesting. It almost reminds me of a very thick crepe. Almost in a way, it reminds me of an Indian dosa, which is just like an Indian pancake. It's really crispy on the outside, a little bit greasy, but I don't know how to describe it. It just tastes like freshly made, just freshly grilled and baked. And I just love the toastiness on the outside. And on the inside, you get such a nice juiciness from the bell peppers and onions. I'm not a super big bell pepper person, but I really do appreciate how it complements the juicy and tender chicken. And again, it's really nice and flavorful from all the spices. Well, once again, you gotta add the green sauce. Oh yes, you have to add the green sauce, especially if you like spicy food. It's a must for any item on their menu. And what I also discovered is there's a bit of lettuce inside as well, and it just adds a beautiful crunch. At Jubba, they also have self-serve tea, which I appreciate. It's nice and piping hot, but I think it's cooled down enough for me to try. And it just has a really strong scent of cloves, so this really smells so aromatic and fragrant, and it also smells quite sweet. Oh, that is wonderful. You know, if I could sum it up in one word, it tastes like a mixture between fall and winter. You just get really all the nice warm spices from the cloves, and it's sweet, but it's not overly so. It's not too crazy. This is the perfect complement to go with all the spicy food. You know, you could get a bite of spicy meat, get some more bread and then take a sip of tea, it's really quite perfect. Now I'm going to be going for the beef steak plate. This is a mixture of beef as well as onions and bell peppers, and you can get a variety of sides. I decided to go for their basmati rice, which is surprisingly seasoned, so I'm looking forward to that. But let's just go for a bite of this with a little bit of meat and rice. Wow, once again, I am shook. This is incredible Somalian food. I love the beef. It's really tender. You can tell it's been marinated. It's full of spices, and I love all the vegetables on there. There's also some tomatoes, which I didn't notice earlier. They had a really nice juiciness and acidity. Kind of cuts the fattiness of the meat to a really nice fatty cut of meat. But there's something going on that's really amazing with this rice. You know, I think the key to the rice is a mixture of spices, but what it really gets flavor from is all the meat drippings and the fat that's from the meat, and that mixing with the tomato. It's incredible. There's also some really interesting beans in here. It looks like a combination of green beans and something else. Oh, that's really nice. It's just a snap pea and a green bean, and I really like all the variety in this dish. It's not just meat and rice, you get veggies as well. Now I finally made it to the grand finale. This is their fantastic sports plate. One of my viewers recommended that I try this, and I was like, wow, of course I gotta try it. It's a combination of 2 meats and 2 sides. I got the goat and the chicken, and then for my sides I got the chapati again, which I love, and I got the basmati rice. I'm just gonna get another bite of our chicken. I'm gonna give it a little dip in our green sauce. When ordering, I didn't realize my mistake. I realized that the chicken is the exact same type of chicken they put in the chicken wrap. So really, if you want to, you could DIY it and just make yourself a chicken wrap. If you get this plate full of chicken with a side of chapati, you could just stuff it full and make yourself a wrap. Now I'm gonna go for my final item that I'm really looking forward to. This is the goat, and I've heard some really good things about their goat here, and I love goat myself, and I can't find it at too many places. It's got such a unique flavor, so this one's gonna be great, especially since they serve it on a bone. Alright, this one is a really good sign. This goat is so tender, and it very easily falls off the bone, and you can really see the glisten because it is moist. Oh, their goat here is really great. Tastes very similar to the same seasoning they used on that steak as well as the chicken. It's sort of like a dry rub, but gosh, the flavor of this is awesome. It's really nice and juicy, and I love the flavor of just the goat itself. It really lets the flavor of the meat shine. It's just got such a rich, deep, aromatic flavor. It's really nice and gamey, and I love the richness. It turns out when you're coming to this restaurant and you want to order a meat, goat really comes out on top and is the goat of everything on the menu. But I also didn't notice there's a little pocket of fat on the side, and it looks like that for most of the pieces of the goat. You get a really nice piece of fat. Wow, the fat on there is really nice. It's like steak fat, but on a whole nother level. It's got a really rich taste to it, and it's really nice and sticky, and it has a really nice mouthfeel to it. And that just combined with the meat makes it even more moist and so much more indulgent and succulent. If you're looking for a really delicious and authentic Somalian feast, you gotta check out Jubba. It's here in San Jose, and as far as my knowledge goes, I don't think there's any other Somalian restaurants in the Bay Area, and this is definitely a hidden gem. Thank you again to my viewers that recommended this place. It is truly amazing, and I'm so glad that you were able to share this amazing find with me because I really enjoyed everything I tried here. Anyways, I really hope you all enjoyed the video. Make sure if you did, to give it a like, and also make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.